a couple weeks ago, you said, Darko's said a lot of really complimentary things about you. He just told us that you're going to be an MVP of the league someday and the Finals MVP. So we got another one. How do you feel about that?
That's my coach, man. He's always supporting us. He always got our back. That's Darko for you.
What was that third quarter like for you today? That was as dominant at both ends as you might have had in a little while. How did it feel as it was unfolding?
Like I said, I just do what the game demands from me. Obviously, Colin wasn't there, so I needed to rebound more. We needed some shot rim protection. Just did what the game demands. I was feeling it a little bit, going downhill, attacking. We needed to score. That first half wasn't our best scoring. So just running transition, rebounding, pushing the pace. Just doing those things.
Way back a couple of years ago, Nick Nurse used to say your best ability was to put guys in the basket. You seem to do that in those first 6 minutes of the third quarter today.
I don't know. Just playing my game.
Yeah, is it hard to get rolling at 3 o'clock considering you guys work nights?
Nah, not at all. Whenever the game tips off, that's when we need to get rolling. That's when the game started. That's when everybody need to be out there and be focused. I think wasn't scoring the ball great, but we was playing defense great. So you just gotta be happy with that. At least our defense was good.
When you hear Darko say stuff like that, and then you have some of the games, you've been very consistent all year, but you've had some huge quarters, huge halves. Does it kind of change maybe a little bit where you can kind of envision yourself in a year, 2 years, whatever it might be?
I don't know. Just focus in the moment, just trying to win games.
You said out there that Pascal Siakam was your favorite player, and now you're going to team up with him again at the...
I think I'm on the other team. He's been playing for World.
Yes. He's teaming with Darko.
Yeah,
but you'll be there together at the All-Star game.
Sure, guy.
Thinking back to your time, with you kind of a younger player, him kind of being kind of almost like a role model on the court, now you're at an All-Star game together. What's it been like to kind of have him as, an older player that you've been looking up to?
Pascal's, I wouldn't say he's quiet, but, I think he let his game do the talking. Super skilled. I'm sure the organization saw his development. Everyone saw his development when he came into the league. The amount of work and hours they put in, I got to see that firsthand. So, I just admire that.
Any jealousy that he gets to be on Darko's team?
Nah, he's gonna get to play for a good coach. He's gonna get to see for himself firsthand.
Scottie, speaking of your relationship with Darko, what was your first impression of him and how you guys have developed a deep relationship over time?
My first impression? I don't even remember. I don't remember it right now. I don't even know. I just know his eyes be getting big, super big. Crazy guy. But I love him to death. That's my guy.
Why do you love him to death? What about him?
He supports us. He got our back no matter what. But it's beyond that. He texts, calls. He really cares. He's super genuine. I think that's what makes the most out of it. Just a super genuine guy, always happy. We just have great conversations. When you have a coach that's like your friend, that just goes beyond basketball, that matters more.
If you don't want to get into this, it's fine. But when Nick would talk about you back then, it seemed like his imagination of where your game was going wasn't quite as expansive or as grand as what Darko says. Is it meaningful to have that type of change in the coaching position?
It was just two different situations. It was just, they're both just different. And just I don't know how to explain it, but Darko is more like we can actually have like a deep conversation, I guess, in that sense. But they're both two really good coaches. There's no knock to that. But it was just two different situations. We had a totally different team than what we have now. So it's just different.
Do you think you're a little different now, like when you're 4 years older?
I always got to say it myself. I'm just trying to go out there, dominate, make impact on the floor, win basketball games. That's what my focus is at all times. What the game demands, the game demands.
Congratulations on your first game, and how did it feel to play with a bunch of guys you don't even know and put it 10 and 10?
At the end of the day, that's a really, really good crew in there. You could see during the game they were hyping me up every time I made a play, giving me a lot of confidence. And so I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of the team. And one of the assistant coaches came up to me and said, at the end of the day, it's just basketball. Just go out there and play. And so that's what I did.
So, like, as you're getting familiar with timing and screen rolls and all the other systems on the defenses, offensive rebounding, kind of like the simplest thing you can apply in a game?
Absolutely. Can always have a knack for rebounds, whether it be offense or defense. Just crash the glass. That was a big thing at halftime. He said that we were -1 or 2 on the glass. So just getting in there, trying to make an impact in any way I can, and that's what I did.
It's pretty good.
Yes, sir.
What's the last few days been like? A lot of stuff going on in your life. Sum it up for us.
Man, it's a blessing, honestly. Going from a team like Golden State, a winning organization, and coming here to another winning organization is great. And so I can't complain. This is a really good crew here. Obviously, really family-oriented. Coach Darko is a great coach, and I'm just happy to be here, happy to get to work. Obviously, the travel and everything, I'm a little tired, but I'm going to get back into playing shape, and I'll be ready to go.
Did you know much about Darko before you got talked about coming here? Did you know much about him with Dajo or anybody down there?
I didn't know that much about him. We had a coach that passed away, Coach Decky, and so I know they were really close. I love Coach Decky. He was kind of the big man coach, and so kind of his philosophy is a similar, very physical, playing hard, stuff of that nature, and so I think I'm going to fit right in.
What was your first impressions of being Scottie Barnes' teammate?
Scottie's a great dude. He's a character. He's someone that just has a knack for the ball. His IQ is so high. He always makes winning plays, aggressiveness, and then defensively, just being on the floor with him, being able to switch 1 through 5. We're going to give teams, won't use a bad word this time, but it's my first day. But we'll give teams a lot to handle, but it's going to be fun.
Darko mentioned that he wanted you to just be able to breathe as a basketball player, but when you get into a new city, how much of it is, adjusting to like just life stuff, and how much of it is a team is dumping a bunch of data and stuff on you? Where does that line with you?
It's a little bit of both. My first practice, it was hectic. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit nervous, but Coach Darko texted me afterwards. He said, during the game tomorrow, just go out there, play free. Don't worry about the plays. Don't worry about any of that. At the end of the day, you can play hard, you can rebound, and those are two things that are always going to translate. So I leaned onto that, and then I'm a rhythm player. So once you start getting rebounds, you start putting the ball in the hole, everything else goes your way.
Given that the Raptors and Golden State are both teams that operate with like triangle concepts, delay action, a lot of the split action stuff, was that helpful knowing that you get to run a lot of the same actions and be the same trigger man?
Absolutely. Being the trigger man, just making smart basketball plays, attacking when you need to attack. And then I got guys that want to throw me the ball up in the sky. So even though we missed a few, we're going to get those timing down. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Scottie Barnes was good in the third quarter. Did you say anything specific to him?
And not to him, but we talked at the halftime that, we need to wake up. It's a 3 p.m. game, but good news is that now it's 4:30, so we're going to be fine in the second half. We talked about at the halftime we were losing possession ball. They had 2 more possessions than us. When you look at rebounding and when you look at turnovers, we turned the ball over quite a bit in the first half, and big focus for us was like to take care of the ball and to win possession ball. We ended up having 16 more possessions in this game than them, and did a really good job in the second half. Turning them over, taking care of the ball. Whole third quarter, we did not have a turnover there, and we were able to win that quarter by 44-26. And Scottie was amazing with defense and blocking shots, changing shots. He was really, really good there for us.
You've said before where he's one of these players where you can almost feel when he's going to take over a game and do whatever's needed in a moment. Was that a pretty good example, I guess? I mean, just your team needed some energy.
Right. I would not use terms take over the game because it can be understood in different ways. The third quarter, especially those first couple of minutes, it was the momentum of game where you can really change the game. It was like the moment that you gotta get stops now. That's the moment over there. We felt that as a group, and we were just able to do that. And Scottie was a huge part for us there, offensively and running, and our whole team. Like Scottie scored and did everything there, but he would not do that if his teammates are not running to right spots and providing good spacing there for us.
Was the plan to play Jackson-Davis the same before Colin Murray-Boyles got out, or was that just a result of him?
No, we did plan for him to get minutes tonight for sure. We want to take a look at him over here. Unfortunately, we lost there in the first half. We lost Colin, but Trayce played well and gave us good 15 minutes.
Do you have an update on Colin?
Nothing at this point over here. He was just not able to finish the game. We'll do further evaluation and see where he's at tomorrow.
And what did you think of Trayce's performance in his 15 minutes? He had a double-double.
Nothing. So I'm going to tell you the same thing when he goes with 3 rebounds and then 3 points, and you're not going to ask me about him, and I don't want to pass judgment. That's my point. At this point, I just want to let him be. I want to coach him. I want to help him. I want to build him and see where we go. I don't want to, based on one good game or bad game, to pass any judgment on him. I want to see a chunk of 10, 15 games and see how he grows with us.
Darko, I imagine as a coach, a lot of building lineups is trying to bring out strengths and hide weaknesses at times. Given how
we don't have any weaknesses. I don't know what you're talking about.
Given how great Scottie is at papering over weaknesses or even just helping lift a smaller front court, how much easier does he make your job that you can just put him in a lineup and expect decent things to happen on defense?
I'll tell you what, Scottie is Defensive Player of the Year. Scottie is an all-star. Scottie is going to be NBA Finals MVP one day. Scottie is going to be MVP of this league one day. And I'm calling that now. You can write down the date when I said that. Okay, so Scottie is not even close where he's going to be when he's 27 and 28. There is so much that he's improving week by week. And the more he's improving, he's making my job easier, And I'm really, really proud of the way he works, and he really thinks how to help the team and how to win the basketball games. That's the only thing that he has on his mind, so really proud of him.